Hey, Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, then you're probably doing some research on YouTube about automated income online. Okay, so you want to find out how to create some automated income, maybe using the internet. You don't really know how to do that. Well, I'm going to explain that to you over the next few minutes, all right? Because it's really all about systematizing your business, right? So for those of you who don't know me, if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, my name is Aaron Chen. I'm an online entrepreneur. I've been online for 9 years. 8 of those 9 years though failed really miserably, made a lot of mistakes. I ended up spending a lot of money, put a lot of time into the business, couldn't really figure it out. Tried lots of different business models, mostly online, okay, but was able to actually figure some really cool stuff out over the last 12 months, generated over 1,000 sales in my business. So in a lot of my videos, I want to share those successes with you, those wins, and even talk about the failures as well, so that you can go away, take this information, use it for yourself, so you don't have to struggle online, growing a business for 8 years, because that's a long time to struggle, okay? So automation is one of the key things in growing an online business. I mean, one of the main reasons I wanted to go online and build a business specifically online instead of offline is I wanted to create a lot of leverage and scale in my business, okay? So the only way that you can really do that is by growing a business on the internet, right? Because if you were to grow a business offline, to create scale, it would be extremely difficult. You would have to open up, multiple offices, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of capital, right? And in order to create automation, the only real way to create automation in the offline world is to hire more people, right? You got to hire managers, you got to train them up, you have to pay them good money, you have to hire good people that you can trust, and then they will automate a lot of the process for you, so you don't have to be there all the time. But that's not real automation. You really have to, it's very difficult to find people. Whereas in online business, a lot of your stuff, a lot of your processes can be automated because you can use systems and tools and videos to automate a lot of your stuff. Okay, and I'll talk about some of those things that you can do, right? So I'm assuming that you have some sort of online business, okay? If you don't have an online business, then I highly recommend that you start one today, okay? Because building a business on the internet is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, and especially if you're trying to create a very powerful source of income, okay? If you don't have an online business, I'll show you where you can actually get one, how you can set one up towards the end of this video, okay? So don't worry about that. So I would say the best thing to do is to focus, and this is where I created a lot of leverage in my business, is I would focus on lead strategies where you can kind of set it and forget it, okay? So there isn't really a lead strategy where you can set it and forget it completely. You still have to maintain your campaigns, right? Because if you're not there at all, then your campaigns are just going to go kind of funny, and then you're going to be in trouble. You end up spending a lot of money, or your conversions are going to kind of dip, and your opt-in rates are going to suffer because of that, right? So as long as they are semi-automated, it means that you don't have to be there all the time, then that's pretty good, okay? So some examples of that would be actually, for example, if you was to set up campaigns on Facebook, you can get your business to a point where they're semi-automated, okay? Initially, you have to build the campaigns out, so it's going to take time, right? Anything online will require an initial investment in time to build a solid base, okay? Whether that's creating your sales funnel, creating your landing pages, split testing your pages, building out your ad campaigns to see which ones work and which ones don't, right? But once you get your ad campaigns to a certain level, on especially on Facebook and even on YouTube, right, you can kind of set it and forget it for a little while. You don't have to check on them every day, because once you have campaigns that are working pretty well, you can set actually rules on Facebook that say, listen, if my campaign is doing this and doing this, then I want you to delete it, okay? Or if my leads go over a certain cost, I want you to delete it or pause that campaign. So you can do stuff like that, right? But yes, it's going to take you some time to build up your campaigns, because that is not automated. That's manual work that you have to do. You have to put in the time to do that, right? So that's Facebook. Another strategy that I like that is semi-automated is YouTube. like ranking my videos on YouTube, okay? Now I'm not gonna go over that strategy in detail in this video, but if you go to my channel, you'll be able to check out, there are a couple of videos. I think the video is called How to Rank on YouTube. I actually take you through the process of how to rank videos organically on YouTube, right? Now here's the beautiful thing about YouTube, right, and videos in general. After you create one video, it stays online forever, up until the point you decide to delete it, okay? So if you don't delete your videos, they will always be there forever and ever and ever and ever. So even if you spend, you know, lots of time uploading videos, they're never gonna be deleted. They will always be there. And as long as people can find your videos and you maintain the rankings that your videos have, you'll be constantly generating leads every day, non-stop, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Right? How awesome is that? So you put in the work one time. You know, I'm recording this video. I do, you know, fairly, you know, long videos because I've got a lot of, you know, things to share with you. And I think short videos just don't, you know, it just doesn't give you enough detail. But, you know, if I spend 10 to 15 minutes on this video, I'm gonna upload it one time. I'm gonna do a little bit of on-page and off-page SEO, and then it stays online forever. Right? And as long as the ranking is stable, and I gotta, you know, play around with the ranking from the back end, you know, just do a bit of off-page SEO, it's gonna rank pretty high for a really long time, right? And people are gonna continue searching for the search terms, they're gonna continue watching my videos, and I'm gonna continue generating leads, which is amazing, right? So there are certain strategies that you can use online where you only have to do it one time, set up your foundation, and it just constantly brings in leads or business for you, okay? Another area of your business, your online business, where you can pretty much, I would say, automate completely is your sales funnel, okay? So once people come to your opt-in page, they opt in for whatever whatever your page is offering on the front end. Once they've entered their email address, they go into your funnel. Okay, that's basically how it's supposed to work. They go into your funnel, and what you should be doing is you should build something called a value series that shows them a series of maybe 2, 3, 4 videos, right? It doesn't have to be every single day. It doesn't have to be at one shot. It could be, you know, one video a day, and you kind of like open up the next video the next day, every 24 hours or every 12 hours. You send them an email and you say video 2 is ready, hey video 3 is ready, hey video 4 is ready, and you basically create some really high impact, valuable training that you give your prospects for free, right? I talk about this in a lot of my other videos as well, right? And those videos are 100% automated, okay? Once you set them up, once you've tested them and they're converting pretty well, okay, and you've got them to a point where you know you like the quality, you don't actually have to change anything. You know, maybe you go in once in a while, maybe you change a headline, or maybe you change the quality of the video. But in general, if the video is converting for you, you don't actually have to do anything to it, right? So that part of your business is fully automated, okay? And another part of the business that you can automate as well is doing webinars, right? You don't have to do a live webinar, okay? Now, what I recommend is that for the first, I would say 6 months, okay, you should do a live webinar every week or every other week and do it live, like actually do the webinar live, because what you're trying to do there is you're trying to tweak your webinar so that you get it to a point where it converts really well. And the only way that you can do that is if you're doing it live and you're practicing. Okay, you're actually practicing doing the webinar, you do the Q&A, you read through the comments of the Q&A, and you find out the questions that people have, and you'll be surprised. There are a lot of questions that you probably never even thought of answering during your webinar, right? Then what you do is you go back and you tweak your webinar slides, and you make sure that you answer those questions in your webinar, and then you do the webinar again the next week, and then you check the Q&A again, and then you find out what you're missing out, what questions you haven't answered. You go back, you tweak your presentation again, and then you do another live webinar, right? And then you get it to a point where your webinar becomes perfect, okay? Now, once you have the perfect webinar, what you want to do then is you want to automate it, okay? You automate the webinar. There are lots of different ways you can do that. You can use, there are lots of different very cool webinar platforms. I like ClickFunnels, okay? So if you want to get access to ClickFunnels, you can just check the resources below. I've got a link there for ClickFunnels. Set up your automated webinar, and it just runs for you every single day. It's, you know, it's gonna run like 3, 4, 5 webinars a day for you if that's what you want to do, okay? So these are the main areas of your business that that make you money, if you really think about it, right? So if you're trying to look at automated income online, then first of all, you need to automate or semi-automate your traffic, okay, your lead generation. Then you want to automate your sales funnel, and then you want to automate your webinar selling system, because if you don't have a webinar, some sort of webinar that you're doing, you have to add that into your business, okay? Because webinars is really what converts a lot of people, because if they're spending, 1 to 2 hours engaged with you on the webinar, trust me, they're gonna buy something from you if you do a good job. Okay, that's the power of webinars. So if you're not doing a webinar right now, you have to do a webinar, okay? And I'll talk about the details of setting up a webinar and what you should be talking about and all that stuff in another video, all right? I'm not going to do that today, but just know that you can use ClickFunnels to set up and automate a webinar, right? So these are the different areas of your business online. It doesn't matter what you're selling, okay? You could be selling a business opportunity, you could be doing network marketing, you could be selling a weight loss product. It doesn't matter, right? Everything that I just spoke about, lead generation, your sales funnel, the value series, and also the webinar machine, right? All of that can be used to sell different types of digital products online, okay? It can be even used for your network marketing business, like I mentioned earlier, MLM. You could do that with that as well, right? So it's extremely flexible, right? Now, can you fully automate your business? Probably not, okay? Because, businesses need real people to be there, okay? But what you can do is once you've built this foundation and you've worked really, really hard to do that, you've been testing your landing pages, you've been testing your sales funnel, you've been testing your videos, your capture pages, all that stuff, you can get your business to a point where it's, I would say, 70 to 80% automated, right? Now, if you wanted to continue growing the business, then yeah, you got to put more effort into it, okay? And you have to continue growing it, and you have to be on top of it, and you need to check it and stuff like that. But you could also outsource a lot of that stuff. You could outsource a lot of the admin stuff. You can go to websites like Upwork.com, where you can hire international freelancers from India, from the Philippines, from Vietnam, from Singapore, from Malaysia. They'll work for you for very affordable prices, right? And you can use them as kind of your sort of office manager or business manager. They can do certain things for you, okay? So again, I'm not going to talk about outsourcing. There are lots of different outsourced products that you can check out. I think 123employee.com is an outsourced website. They've got huge facilities in the Philippines. You can literally get someone to work for you full-time, 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday. They'll be your personal virtual assistant, and you can pretty much get them to do everything. Okay, they can qualify leads for you, they can do lead generation, they can send welcome emails to your new members, they can do training, they can do anything pretty much, right? You have to train them how to do it, but once you've trained them how to do it, it's pretty much automated. Now, do you have to pay for them? Absolutely, because they're an employee, but they're a virtual employee that you don't have to house them anywhere, right? 123employee looks after them in the Philippines, so you just have to set up a system so that they know exactly what they're doing for you, okay? So how does that sound? Does that sound cool? Right? Do you think that you can do some of this stuff in your own business? Do you think you can shoot a video? Maybe you can't today, but I promise you, if you practice shooting video every single day for the next month, you're gonna be able to create some amazing videos, okay? So don't worry about feeling a bit weird in front of the camera. It's something that you're gonna have to get good at. You must have video, some sort of video in your business online, okay? You must have a webinar selling system. Okay, and the beautiful thing about a webinar is you don't even have to do it face-to-face. You can do it behind PowerPoint. You can use slides, okay? And you can just do the voiceover. So, you don't have to be nervous, right? You don't even have to face a camera, which is a beautiful thing about webinars, right? YouTube videos, unfortunately, you kind of have to do this. But to be honest, if you were very good at ranking YouTube videos, you could do slide presentations. You don't actually have to record yourself, right? It still converts. Trust me, it still converts. You could do a really quick, 3 to 5 minute slide presentation, do a voiceover, and as long as it's ranking on the first page of YouTube for specific keywords, you could still generate a lot of traffic using that strategy. Okay, so don't think that you have to just use your face to be in front of the camera. I still think it's the best because you connect with people. And this is a people industry, right? Internet marketing is, believe it or not, it's a people business, right? You want to connect with people, and video is still the most powerful way, okay? So I hope you got some value today on how to automate your income, right? If you're looking for automated income online, then this is the best way that I know how to automate your income, right? It's not going to be automated 100%, but yeah, you can automate it 70 to 80% once you've put in the work. Okay, so don't think you can be lazy. I mean, this is real business here. Okay, I only talk about real business strategies. If you think you can, not work and generate an automated income, I mean, who are you kidding, right? That's impossible. Okay, the only way you can do that is if you buy lottery tickets and you get lucky enough to win the lottery, which is pretty much impossible. Okay, so you got to put in the work. Okay, you cannot be afraid of hard work. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game, unfortunately. Okay, if you want to be successful, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to earn lots of money, if you want a successful business, you got to put in the work. Alright, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Listen, also, if you don't have a business, we were speaking about this earlier, right? Before I forget, if you don't have an online business, or if you have one that's kind of like, and you don't really know what you're doing, and you want to learn, you want to, build a really powerful online business, I want to show you how to do that, okay? If that's what you want to do. I'd love to show you how to do that. All you need to do to get access to what I'm doing, some of my training, I'm going to show you step by step how to do it, how to set it up, the mindset behind some of this stuff, because it can be pretty complicated. Okay, all you have to do is click on the link right below this video, okay, to get access to that training, and I would love to show you how to do that. So hold on, I'm just trying to navigate the turning into my house here. Alright, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope you can use this information to create your own automated income online. I wish you all the best in your online endeavors. This is Aaron Chen, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.